Welcome to Audiobook 365 Stories.
There was silence in the library. Olivia worked in this library. She cleans the library and sets the books on shelves. She was 20 years old and a pretty girl. One day, a strange-looking old man came into the library. He wore big glasses. He went inside and started to search for a book. Then he took out a very old book. The book was so old that some pages were moth-eaten. Olivia looked at this man carefully. Because no one has ever taken that old book. Even Olivia didn't know anything about this book. She hid herself behind a shelf and looked at that man. The man read the book continuously for 5 hours. Olivia was tired, so she took a nap. When she woke up, she found that the man had left the library. But the book was still on the shelf. Olivia was very curious to read the book. She picked it up and opened it. But she found something else. Between the pages, a box was cut out. And inside that box was a very antique watch. Olivia was surprised to see that watch. It had a black button on its back. And the watch didn't display any time. It showed number 3. Olivia was so curious that she clicked the button. As soon as she did that, the watch displayed the number 2. Again, she clicked it. And the watch displayed number 1. Then Olivia decided to click it again and see what happened. As soon as she clicked it, the watch displayed the number 0. And something was written below 0. The watch started to blink. The watch started to speak. It said,
"Time to go back."
Then suddenly, a light came out of the watch. Olivia was frightened. She didn't understand what was happening. The light was increasing. Olivia couldn't see anything. And then a loud noise came. After that, the library was dark. There was no light. And no Olivia. Where was she? Olivia was lying on the floor. But everything around her was different. Olivia opened her eyes and stood up. She was in a library, but this library was very different and old. Then she looked at a poster in the library. On the poster was written, Victorian-era city. What? I am in the Victorian era. This watch had transferred me 150 years back in time. Oh God! Where am I? Cried Olivia. Olivia was in the same place 150 years ago. She didn't know anyone here. And how will she go back? Olivia went outside the library. The streets were full of people, everyone busy with their work. The ladies and gentlemen were dressed very differently. The houses were different. Olivia looked at everyone and started to cry bitterly. She wanted to go back. She started to run down the street like a madwoman. Suddenly, she bumped into a man. "Oh, dear lady. I am sorry." "Are you okay?" asked the man. "Help me. Please help me," replied Olivia. Okay, just calm down and stop crying. Tell me what happened and how I can help you, asked the man. I am lost. I want to go back home, replied Olivia. Oh, I see, you are lost. My name is Jack. Tell me your name. My name is Olivia. I don't belong in this era. I am from the 21st century. What? Are you joking, miss? Jack laughed. I am not joking. Look at me. Do I look like I belong here? Olivia responded angrily. That was true. Olivia was wearing clothes from the 21st century. Her hairstyle was different. She spoke differently. Jack looked at her. He thought she might be telling the truth. Okay, so tell me how you came into this era, asked Jack. Olivia told him the whole story of the old man and the watch. Jack was surprised. Look, Olivia, I believe whatever you are saying. But no one here should know this. Or else they will capture you. First, we should change your clothes because they are attracting so much attention. Don't talk to anyone whenever possible. If someone asks who you are, tell them you are my girlfriend. I know this sounds very weird. But you are very pretty, and other men might be interested in you. Olivia looked into Jack's eyes. She trusted him. They both went to a shop and bought a beautiful dress for Olivia. Then they had lunch together. After all this, both of them went to a park. They talked a lot. Olivia told him about the modern world. The schools, colleges, universities, technology, and people. Jack was really impressed by the way people in the 21st century live. Jack told her about the Victorian era. The kings and the queens, their lives. They spent the whole day together. Jack showed her some wonderful places in the town. While spending time with Jack, Olivia forgot about her past life. She was happy with him. Jack, too, was happy with her. At night, Jack brought Olivia home. It was a nice, small house. He showed her her room. She went to bed and fell asleep. The next morning, Jack prepared breakfast for Olivia. Olivia was surprised by his cooking skills. She loved the food. Again, they went out and spent quality time with each other. Jack took her on a boat trip. Olivia was so happy to be on the boat with him. She thanked him for making her day so special. Then suddenly, Jack took her hand. Olivia, I am so glad that I met you. I really want to spend my whole life with you. I love you, Olivia. Each moment that I spend with you is very special to me. I know we both are from different eras, but I feel a strong bond with you, said Jack. I love you too, Jack. I want to be with you. But my family must be waiting for me. I don't belong here, Olivia said, crying. Don't cry, Olivia, please. We'll find a way to send you back. Wait, where is the watch? Asked Jack. I don't know. Last time it was with me in the library, replied Olivia. Then let's go find it. Maybe you can go back again, said Jack. I want to go back, but not without you. I really love you, Jack, cried Olivia. Then I will come with you. I am ready to leave everything behind for you. Let's find that watch, replied Jack. Both of them went to the library. They searched for the watch. And they found it. Olivia was holding it in her hand. She told Jack about the button. Jack said that they both would hold the watch, and Olivia would press the button. Olivia prayed to return home with Jack. She pressed the button. Light came out of the watch. Jack was holding Olivia's hand tightly. But the light grew so much that they couldn't see each other. Then a loud noise came. And after that, there was silence. There was darkness all around. Olivia was lying on the floor. She woke up and found herself back in the library of the 21st century. But where was Jack? She stood up and started looking for Jack. She shouted for Jack. Jack, Jack, where are you? Cried Olivia. Olivia was crying bitterly for Jack. Just then, her parents arrived at the library. They had been looking for her for 2 days. When they found her, she was devastated. Her mother hugged her. She was brought back home. The next morning, when Olivia woke up, she was very happy to be at home. But where was Jack? Olivia asked her parents if they had seen a boy with her or not. But no one had seen Jack. Olivia got dressed and went back to the library. She looked for Jack and the watch, but found no one. She cried a lot. Jack was not in the 21st century. He was left in the Victorian era. Then suddenly, Olivia remembered Jack's full name and his date of birth. Jack had told her. His full name was Jack Wilson. She decided to go to the cemetery and look for Jack. She also bought a rose and some flowers. She entered the cemetery. She told the caretaker of the cemetery about Jack Wilson and his birth date. He guided Olivia to a grave. On the tombstone was written Jack Wilson. And it had the same birth date. Olivia cried upon seeing it. She placed the rose on the grave. And then she said, Jack, I love you very much. You are my first and last love. I will never love anyone else. Olivia dug the grave to plant the flowers she had bought. While digging, she found something. It was the magical watch. She found it. She smiled and said, Jack, I found it. I will come to meet you again. And this time we will be together forever.